Kia ora team, welcome back, welcome to White Cloud Edition 1, my private community run server for PS5 DayZ. So we just finished up at Svetlo, which is just over there, and I've just come up the hill past the little town of Olsha. I think it's called Olsha or something like that. Anyway, up through there, and the radio tower at the top of Olsha Hill, let's say. And we're heading down to the Krasnostav Northwest Airfield. And the reason we are heading down here is because this is a regular favorite with a lot of players. And if I was in the area too, if I spawned in the area and I was coming over this way, I would probably go and check it out. Why would you check it out? Well, I would check it out for a couple of reasons. There are some military containers just along this side here, which sometimes spawn some things. But there's obviously you can see all these yellow and white tents. All these yellow and white tents are medical tents. And if you're short of medical gear, which I'm not, by the way, but if you are short of medical gear, it would be something you would want to go and check out. So, and people use it as a kind of a loot thing. You can also use it to get NBC gear, and I did that during one of my series, during one of my seasons. I think I did it like 8 times. I would loot there, and then I would run up over the hill to Svetlo Medical, and I would loot there, and I would stop, and then I would come back the next day, and I would do it again, and do it again, do it again, until I got enough NBC gear to go and do Riffy, which is just down the road. And it's I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it if I were you. But there is NBC gear there. And hey, look at the map, isn't it great? I mean, I came on and it was lovely and bright, and the moon was high in the sky. It's lovely, cloudless sky. It's all fantastic. The trees are doing something weird, so you can ignore the trees. I don't know what it is. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't know why the trees are being weird, but they are being weird. You should probably pay. Oh. That's a truck, and I'm no mistake. You should probably pay attention, because we'll do it in time lapse, but you should probably pay attention to the amount and type of zeds that spawn and where they spawn, because I have tweaked this a little bit to make it a little bit more challenging for you. So I'll see you in a bit if I don't get killed. Oh man, there's a lot of Zeds in there, man. There are a lot of Zeds in there, and you know, intentionally so. I didn't want to make it easy for you. Come on, and you know, and I still managed to get in there and get around, but with a stealth weapon. And I guess that's you know that's the thing with these. Unless if you'd fired a gun in there, I don't know. What is there? There must be 20 odd easy in there. So I mean, you know, with all if you fire a weapon in there, and that's fine, and you come to a spot and you get yourself up on top of the back of a truck, or up on top of a Hummer, or up on top of a building, or whatever the situation is, the water tower, the you know the watch house, whatever the situation is, that's fine. But you better have a lot of ammo. Is what I'm saying. Um, so yeah, so there's a lot. I did get this vest, which is great. I still killed that guy because I wanted the vest. So I mean, I'm sure you guys know, right? But again, for newcomers, if you tend to attack the infected, you tend to ruin their gear. You know, even if it's just one shot. Whereas if you stealth kill them, you stand a pretty good chance of getting the gear in good condition. So I know the stab vest is good and all, and you know, don't get me wrong, but the field vest is also good as well. So I want to get the field vest. Um, I picked up this Mark II along the way. It's a good stealth weapon. It's a good backup for the crossbow, but I don't really want it. And I picked up this kukri, which is great. It's a nice, great big knife, but it's I mean, it takes up four. It's under a half kg. I've got a combat knife, which is fine. Also under a half kg, and I've got a sharpening stone. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need it. It used to be a time when I was just these crossbow bolts. When I was just yeah a knife hoarder, and I would just hoard knives all the time. Where are we with these crossbow bolts now? 6 plus 1 in, 7. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Still no pot. Still no pot. I did get the sights for the crossbow. I've wondered for a time what sights would fit the crossbow, and the ATOGs do. Designed for the M4A1. So I could stick it on the M4. Where is it? That's over here, I think. M4A1. I could stick it on the M4A1, but I need sights, and it is damaged, so I need to get an electrical repair kit. Um, so yeah, so that's it. And there's a bit of oh, it's getting a bit foggy. There was a bit of NPC gear and stuff in there that you saw, but yeah, it's a challenge going in there. So think twice about that if I were you. So where are we going now? Well, we're gonna go up through Krasnostav. Not for anything fantastic in particular, to be honest. I haven't really done anything with Krasnostav. I'm gonna go up through Krasnostav and just look for a pot, and maybe stop off and get some water and fill up some water, and then we're going up to this, which I think is Zolotar Castle. So I want to go up and have a look at that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go south again, and we're going to go south from Zolotar, and I want to go down past these couple little villages whose names I will have to figure out by the time I get there, and get down to Gorka. There have been some changes at Gorka, so we're going to go. That's where we're going to go. I'm going to go Krasnotab, Zolotar, and then down the round the hills to Gorka, and then from Gorka, I want to head across to the Sobors over here, Novi Sobor and Stari Sobor, um, and I might drop down to this little campgrounds over here. Just to check it out for you and show you what campgrounds look like. And then what we'll do is Vibor military is out here. Boachar Basa, next to the hill. So we're gonna go across there and we're gonna go to Vibor. and then from Vybor take us straight into NWAF. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get done this episode. It depends how many things happen and how long it takes. So I should probably stop blathering, shouldn't I? Again, probably not going to shoot Krasno because it's just a little town and it's just a little town. But as we move further into the inland part where things get a little bit harder, I'll keep doing the time lapses so you get an idea for exactly how many Zeds there are and what kind of loot we'll get. Okay, but Krasno is Krasno. It's not really very much change from the Krasno that you normally get on official and vanilla. So there you go. So I'll see you at Zolotar. That's Krasno. Over there, just behind there, is where you get the water. I feel like I perhaps undersold Krasno to you. There's a lot of Zeds in there. I wasn't recording, but there are a lot of Zeds in there, and there's a mummy, so at least one. So yeah, may have undersold it somewhat. It was tricky to get around. It was tricky. I think how many crossbow bolts have I got left? 3 plus 1 in 4, and they're reusable. So that tells you I've been shooting a lot to try and get out of here. But I did pick up a lot of things. I picked up some rice. I picked up, what else did I pick up other than rice? I picked up a drink, some duct tape, a can of food, some fresh fruit via plum and apple, and another can. And yeah, so I'm pretty stocked, and I'm loaded up with. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain now, and loaded up with stuff that I'm loaded up with, which is great. But oof, yeah, man, that were challenging. That were awfully challenging. I'm gonna need more crossbow bolts real soon. Not that one. Yeah. So anyway, phew, doofy doof. I'm out here in the field, so I'm gonna run up the hill to the castle and see what's happening at the castle. Not that one. Right. Well, I was gonna run up the hill to the castle. I'll just sort that out, shall I? And I'll let you know when I get there. See you soon. Well, here we are. Here's the outskirts of the castle. So. Let's check it out, shall we? Now, I've never used the mace myself. It's supposed to be OP. It really is. It's supposed to be one of the best blunt objects, which I think it got to the stage where I think it's like if you hit another player with a head with this thing, you like one hit KO them. So it's supposed to be a tremendous bit of melee gear, if melee gear is what you're into. It's not what I'm into. Chainmail leggings, great for saving yourselves for cuts, but yeah, I mean, it only has 16 versus my magic leather pants, which are 24s. So yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of thing that oh, you make those decisions about, don't you? You've got to trade off between storage capacity and and defense. So so that's Zolotar. Hello again. Well, here we are. This is V Dubrovka, right? And this is Dubrovka or whatever. I'm not going all the way up to that little bit up there. But I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to go down through here, and then I'm going to follow the road, and we're going to end up down in Dubrovka somewhere, and then we'll head down into Gorka. So maybe you've been here before, maybe you haven't. Some of these little towns and these kind of things, it's kind of easy to forget, and you just never visit them, and or maybe you just visit them once on passing through. Don't know, hard to say. Anyway, really what we're here for is pot or frying pan, and also for you guys to see what zeds and what loot there is. Alright, here we go. Well, there you go. That's other than the farm area, which is up there. That's Dubrovka as well as Vyshna Dubrovka. So if we have a look at our map here, oh, there we are. We've got a little marker on. You can see where we are. We obviously put a little bit more juice in this ADA. We found this ADA, which is really helping me a lot. I mean, you know, and obviously when you drive through towns, if all the infected spawn on the road, don't. You know, but I mean, you've seen how many there are. There's a few, right? I mean, there's more than a few, and even just little towns like this, there's like a dozen. You know, not three or four. There's a dozen, and it starts to get, you know, wearing. Like I'm out of crossbow bolts again already. I need to get some more crossbow bolts, and that's why the crossbow is king, right? Because you can just go to a bush. Ammo grows on trees, literally, and chickens. I just need to go and find myself another chicken, probably. So yeah, I come through here quite a lot, especially with Berezino spawns. I come through here. This water station is pretty handy, and you've obviously got that hunting cabin, is pretty handy, and you've got like a cluster of things here, and then you're just up the road to another cluster of things. It's kind of a great way to other places. So there you go, there you go, there you go. Night is falling, night is falling, night is falling. I don't know if I will be traveling at night. We'll see how we go. But anyway, I'm not going to bring you in to look at Gorka at night. We'll look at Gorka in the daytime, because there have been some mods for Gorka. So we're going to have a look. And I am desperately short of bandages. So I'm going to need to go to get some more bandages from the medical, I think, if they have any. And if they don't have any, I'll need to make some rags. Roll on the new update. I'm sure you've seen in the new update that bandages is a continuous motion now. I mean, those zeds, just cut me again. I mean, they are pretty desperate with the cutting, and I think they've done quite a bit of damage to my field vest, and they've done a bit of damage to my jacket again, and that's repaired. So, you know, they do a bit of damage, and they do a bit of damage. In terms of the food that we've got, I mean, blimey, we picked up a lot. I mean, we picked up jam is great. Jam and honey seems to last for ages and ages and ages. We picked up Spite. We picked up Pipsy. We picked up cans of sardines. We picked up cans of tuna. We picked up Fanta. We picked up rice. We picked up some spaghetti. We already had the beans. We picked up more Nota Cola. I picked up some Mad Monk. Some more Mad Monk and some, is this the brisket or is this pate? That's the pica pate, I think. So, yeah, I mean, we've picked up a lot. Food is not an issue. That said, there's not that many people on the server. So, there's more loot on the server when there's fewer people. That's the short answer. The more people on the server, the less loot. So I'm getting the cream because of all this. So, you know, things like that can go in the car, that can go in the car, that can go in the car, that can go in the car. Cans, rice, cans. I don't need to carry all this stuff. I have a car. More cans, Zans for cans. That can go in the car. I'll keep the fresh stuff on me. But that's it. All of that can go in the boot. Is that a ruined one? It is. But one of the things that I have to do while I'm loading up the car with goods, like I've just come out of Costco, is I need to go and get some more bolts. I really do. Because these Zeds are taking at me bolts wise. So yeah, so I think I'll call you back in when I get to Gorka, because I think Gorka will be the last stop for this episode. I think I've probably done enough, and then after Gorka we'll be moving on to some of the Sobors and Vibor and stuff like that. So that's it for now, and I will call you back in when I get to Gorka. Ta-ta. Right, so here we are at Gorka. I stopped and sorted myself out. I found a chicken, but it didn't have quite enough feathers, but I do have some bolts. I do have some bolts. So let's go have a look at Gorka. It's got a couple of it's got the sawmill on this end, and it's got this big industrial farm on that end, and sort of like a main street. There's a police station up the middle and medical, and it does get gas strikes, but it gets gas strikes up by the police station. I've been nailed up there before. I'm vaguely hoping we'll find a pot. Around these guys and girls.
I can't lie.
Well, there you go, team. That's Gorka for you. So, yeah, interesting, eh? Interesting. Gosh, a lot of Zeds, especially up there, up at the top end where the mods are. So I'm sure you've seen lots of overgrown, lots of trees, roads overgrown with grass, a whole bunch all up around the medical and the water. Um, oh, mummy in a shed again. I'm not making this up. I'm not. Not all mummies spawn in closed rooms. just so you know. Um, it's luck again. What can I say? Sheer dumb luck that there's a mummy in a shed. Um, they sound different. I suspected that there was a mummy around there because of the sound. They do sound a little bit different. The noises that they make are slightly different. Still no pot. I did finally get a bandage, but I had to kill an awful lot of medics to get it. And I picked up a whole load of other stuff, things, multivits. I picked up obviously the SSG mag, but I don't need it because this is a CR52. I wasn't sure, so I have the CR 527, which takes 7.6239s, and I picked up a box of 5.4s, I think, not 3.9s. So I'll get rid of that. Because otherwise you're just going to be collecting junk. What is this? 7.6254s as well. The 308's fine because I'm holding out for a Tundra. You know, because I always do. I got another chicken, so some more feathers. I got some more food. I've got to cook this chicken. I've got to go find a house, build a fire, cook some chicken. I've got chicken coming out my ears. I've still got fish fillets coming out my ears. If I just drop this now, is this crossbow, did it get damaged? It did. I thought it did. I thought it was looking damaged. So we'll give the crossbow a little bit of a heal. Because it's our valiant weapon. But I mean, I lost a couple of bolts and things. Because there's just, every corner you turn, there's infected. It's just like, man, it challenges you. It definitely does. You have to listen a lot. And you have to be on your game, because if it's so easy to just not be paying attention, and before you know it, whoopsie. What have we got here? We got like I said, these bolt things. So that's it for this one. I'm going to sort out this inventory, which I'm already sorting out, as you can see. And I need to go cook some food, and that's no, that's damage. Do I have 11 then? 5. No, 1 stack of 5. I have 6 plus 1 in. I have 7. I'm going to pick that up again. So yeah, so I have some stuff. I don't think I got too much damage done to any of my gear around that little trip, so I'm all good. So yeah, I've got to go and sort myself out, sort out my inventory, sort out some food, sort out some bits and pieces, and then get ready for the next leg of our journey, which, as I said, is going to be the Sobors, Novi and Starry, and then we're going to go over to Vybor Military, and then we're going to go up to Northwest Airfield, which will probably be reasonably long-ish in and of itself, because I haven't really done a full tour of Northwest Airfield since it was changed, and maybe you haven't. I don't know. Maybe you've been on Livonia like me, and or you still are on Livonia, and are enjoying that, and don't want to swap over here until you've seen some schmuck get killed there like me. So, and have a look at the new crates that are out there, and some of the new base layout. And I know it's different up at the top as well. And yeah, so that'll be all exciting stuff, exciting stuff. And I hope you like that. I like that overgrown feel, and it's very right up there in amongst the back is really congested. It's fantastic. The back gardens, you can get yourself like kind of cornered real easily. I try and keep my inventory weight down. If you have at least 50%, I think, and it might be more. I mean, don't quote me on the exact percentages, but if you have like at least 50%, you can scale most fences. You want to have that because there's some places you can kind of get boxed in. So if you have the ability to scale a fence, it can get you at a lot of hurt. Yes, in fact, it can scale fences too, but it breaks that line of sight. And if you scale a couple of fences, you can break line of sight, and then they stop chasing you. They'll still run around for a bit, but you can duck inside a shed or something, and they'll bugger off. Likewise, if you're being pursued by a player and they're fully loaded, they can't jump the fence, so then they have to find a way around, and you can like backtrack and double track and all kinds of things like that. So there you go. This is another episode over. So again, just a reminder to anyone watching, if you want to get onto this server and enjoy some of the craziness that's going on here with all of these additional mods and these additional infected and some of the changes to the loot system, which as you've seen so far, it's not overbalanced, it's not overpowered. I haven't found anything fabulous, fantastic, or game breaking. I've got lots of food. That looks like a usable car over there. I've got lots of food, which is fine. Like I said, quiet server, more stuff tends to be found, so there you are. But if you do want to jump on board, you need to email me at the email address which is on your screen now, and you need to send me proof of your subscription to the channel, and there are resources online, and I've mentioned them. They're in the text in some of my other channels. I'll copy it again on this one, channel's other episodes. And if you send me that proof of the subscription with the date that you subscribed, then I will send you an email with the rules, regulations, and passwords, and it must include your PSN ID, and I can then put you on the white list, and you can join the server. It should be fun. I'd love to have you here. Come join us. Cause havoc if you want. I don't mind. You know, if you want to run around, try and find me, try and shoot me. Absolutely not a problem. That's all part of the game. Don't be surprised if I shoot back, by the way. If you want to come on board and say, hi, how you doing? Go for a little run through somewhere. Could you help me? LJ, I want to do NWF, but I'm a bit freaked out about doing it by myself. No problem. Tee it all up. That's what we're here for. Okay? So bear that all in mind, and I hope you like. Please do like and or comment if you can. Even just an emoji is great. Do subscribe to the channel. It does help me an awful lot, so that I'm not just feeling like I'm talking into an echo chamber. And click the bell notification, and you'll know when the next one comes out. But until then, ta-ta for now. PlayStation